In the Twin Cities, both Minneapolis and St. Paul police departments say they're working closely with federal partners in response to a U.S. airstrike killing a top Iranian general. A Minneapolis police spokesperson says they will adjust staffing, resources, and patrol tactics to address any of these potential concerns.
There's certainly a risk of what happens next as a result of this attack.
Security consultant Michael Rosen served in the Israeli military and trained on terrorism prevention. He says we should all revisit security protocol.
Great level of vigilance is encouraged, working with local law enforcement, local with security entities, local with federal government. Things that just don't feel right, don't look right, should be reported.
Rosen says there could be a cybersecurity threat as well.
Individuals that have those kind of positions, that work within critical infrastructure sectors in the United States, have to be extra vigilant and also report any unusual emails, interactions through social media, phone calls, to their security personnel and potentially to authorities.
However, he says most of all, we should not alter our plans. Just be aware.
It's critical, right, for us to be smart, for us to consider security as an important pillar of our life and part of our life. But being scared or doing or not engaging in normal activities is not something that we should be doing.
Alex Hagan, KARE 11 News.